In this book, George and Lenny have to deal with each other, and they manage to work this out, and they do this through companionship, which means each of each other's weaknesses are supported by the other person. So when George has his weakness, Lenny tries to help him, and vice versa. So in my life, my friends help to defeat my weaknesses and help me to become a better person. And I do the same by trying to help out with their problems. So without companionship, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. In this text, I learned to never give up on my dream, just like in The Raisin in the Sun. The dad, the mom, and the grandma each have their own dream that they want to achieve. And throughout the book, they have worked really hard to try and get there, and they don't let anything else get in their way. So, what this book has taught me is that I need to stick to my dreams of being successful and never let anything else get in my way of achieving my main goal. To Kill a Mockingbird is a very interesting book. It taught me not to judge people on how they look like. You can only judge people on how they are and who they are. Only then you can decide if you want to be friends with them or not. So, in this book, Tom Robinson got accused and went to court, and only because he is a different skin color, the judge voted him guilty, even though he was clearly not. So I know that I need to not judge people on how they look like, only by who they are and what their actions do. So thank you for To Kill a Mockingbird on teaching me this great, very important life lesson. This is another interesting, exciting book, while it is also very mind-boggling. This book is Lord of the Flies, and in this book, the boys on the island, they started out very mature and young, and they were very calm at what they were doing. But as the book progressed, the boys on the island got more and more like savages. So the innate savagery that lives in all of us has taken over the boys on the island. So what this book has taught me is the notability that this lesson is existing. So I have to watch out for the innate savagery that will come out of me when I least expect it. So it is my job to try and not let that happen, and to try to stay calm as much as I can. But as the author stated, that it lives in all of us and it is very hard to get control of. So I just want to thank this book for teaching me that the innate savagery lives in all of us and it needs to be noted throughout life. This is another very interesting book, but it is also a very different book about two young lovers uh, trying to keep with each other, but unfortunately there was a big argument, a big family feud between the two families that went on for a very long time, and unfortunately that intercepted with their relationship, and unfortunately they both their lives got taken away. So what this book has taught me, that I shouldn't let a single argument get in the way of other people's friendship, and I gotta learn to not get involved with other people's personal lives, and I gotta learn to get make time for myself and only focus on myself. But there are situations where you need to help out other people. So thank you for Romeo and Juliet for teaching me that I shouldn't let an argument get in the way of other people's personal lives. The book, The Odyssey, about a warrior returning home from Troy after a hard battle for many years, and he is trying to return home where he lives while facing many obstacles on his way that he needs to avoid. So what this book has taught me is that I need to stick to my goals as long as I live, and I shouldn't let any obstacles get in my way of what I want to do. So I just want to thank The Odyssey for giving me the knowledge on how to stick to my goals and not let distracting situations intercept my path to my goal. The House on Mango Street is, I think, the most important book that we have read this year. And it is about a little girl who grows up in this town that isn't really, I guess you could say, nice to her. She goes through tough times as being a different skin color from Mexico. So she needs to learn all the very important life lessons as she matures. And so this book has taught me that I need to learn all the life lessons as much as possible through life. So each life lesson that I learn helps me to mature just a little bit more. So I just want to thank House on Mango Street for teaching me that I need to learn all the life lessons that I need to help to mature. And I shouldn't let anything keep me from doing this.